I studied quantum physics and neuroscience for years and decoded the neural patterns that keep us trapped in the same cycles of connections. Through understanding consciousness, resonance, and the quantum field, I've learned how our inner frequency determines every person who enters our life. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the exact mechanism behind the law of resonance, showing you why every person in your life is a mirror, a teacher, and a key to your transformation. The first thing to understand is that in this universe, nothing happens by chance. Every encounter you have is a vibrational match to your internal state. Life is constantly responding to the frequency you broadcast, and people are the most direct reflection of that frequency. So some people show you what you've healed, others what you avoid, and some show you what you are finally ready to transform to. Every connection is resonance, energy meeting itself in another form. According to quantum physics, we don't live in a universe made of solid matter, but of vibrating energy and information. At the most fundamental level, everything exists as probability. An idea, a thought, as a wave of potential, and inside what physicists call the quantum field. This field is non-local, meaning it isn't limited by space or time, and it responds to observation, emotion, and coherence. Thoughts, your beliefs, and especially your emotional states broadcast measurable electromagnetic signatures into this field. And because the field is responsive, intelligent, and interconnected, it mirrors those frequencies back to you through circumstances, synchronicities, and most powerfully, through the people you meet and the relationships we build. Most of us move through these relationships believing things just happen, but resonance means they never just happen. You're constantly interacting with the field, and the field responds by sending experiences, conversations, and people who mirror exactly what is happening inside of you. Everything in existence vibrates, including your thoughts, emotions, memories, and beliefs. And each has its own energetic signature. Fear vibrates different than love. Shame vibrates different than self-worth. And gratitude has a different vibration than resistance. Whether you realize it or not, you are radiating the emotional states you live in. The law of resonance means you attract people who match those states, consciously or unconsciously. This is why you can desire love, but attract partners who can connect. You can envision trust, but attract people who betray you. You can dream of stability, but keep meeting chaos. Your outer world matches your inner world. Not your wishes, your hopes, or your goals, but the emotional frequencies you actually live in. Remember this. You get what you are, not what you want. This is super important. What makes this even more fascinating is that most of these frequencies don't come from your conscious mind, but your unconscious, subconscious mind. The subconscious is the real architect of your relationships. It stores your patterns, your childhood imprints, your unresolved emotions, and the stories you've repeated so long you no longer question them. And so you attract people who illuminate those stories until you rewrite them. This is why two people can meet the same person and have completely different experiences. It has nothing to do with the person and everything with the resonance. When you finally realize this, a massive shift happens. You stop taking things personally. You stop blaming others, and you begin to understand what your relationships have been trying to teach you all along. Every person in your life is teaching you something. Some show you who you want to become, others show you who you never want to be again. Some reflect your power, others reflect your wounds. And the truth is, we learn more from the people who challenge us than the ones who agree with us. Life will keep sending you the same lessons over and over again in different bodies and situations until you understand what it's trying to reveal within you. This leads us to a much deeper layer, the shadow. The shadow includes every part of you that you judge, hide, suppress, or deny. Your anger, your longing, your neediness, your jealousy, your vulnerability. Whatever you don't accept in yourself gets projected onto others. And suddenly the world becomes a mirror, reflecting everything you refuse to look at. You don't see people who they are, you see them through the lens of your unprocessed experiences. This is why some people trigger you instantly. They activate a part of your shadow you've never integrated. But triggers are invitations. They are proof that something old is ready to be seen, so something new can emerge. And here's the beautiful paradox. The person who challenges you the most is often the one carrying the key to your breakthrough. They force your wounds to the surface not to harm you, but to reveal the next layer of your evolution. If someone brings up fear in you, they're showing you where you're still afraid. If someone brings up anger in you, they're reflecting a boundary you've never expressed. And if someone brings up insecurity in you, they're showing you where you have forgotten your worth. When you understand this, other people stop being obstacles. They become mirrors, teachers, and catalysts. Now, let's move into conscious creation, shall we? The point where this understanding becomes true power. Nothing in your life is random. It's not. Nothing. Everything has meaning, and life will repeating the same experiences until your frequency changes. The moment you shift your emotional state, the moment you choose a new internal identity, the field will reorganize around that choice. Your external world is a projection of your internal state, not metaphorically, energetically. Your relationships change when your resonance changes. Your patterns dissolve when your beliefs dissolves, and your reality upgrades when your consciousness upgrades. Isn't that beautiful? So you stop attracting people who resonate with your wounds and start attracting people who resonate with your healing. You stop repeating cycles and start initiating new timelines. And finally, you move from unconscious to intentional conscious creation. Yes, this is the essence of the law of resonance. The universe does not give you what you want or ask for. It provides what you are. If you want deeper relationships, cultivate deeper self-awareness. If you want respect, honor yourself. If you want love, become love in action, not just desire or craving. Everything you seek externally has to be generated internally first. Shift your frequency and your world changes. Shift your frequency and your relationship change. And shift your frequency and the universe responds instantly. Now that you understand this mechanism, the mirrors, the shadow, and the power of conscious creation, you're no longer a passive participant in your reality. You are the one shaping it through your awareness, your energy, and your alignment. So now you understand the truth. Every person you meet is a mirror. Every encounter is a message, and you are broadcasting the frequency that determines it all. The law of resonance isn't just theory. It's a fundamental mechanism of reality. Unfortunately, here's what most people do. They watch this, nod their head, and then go right back to blaming others for the people and challenges in their life. Don't be that person. If this opened your eyes to something deeper, subscribe right now, because I'm sharing the exact tools and quantum principles that allow you to shift your frequency and transform your reality from the inside out. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because your next encounter could be the one that changes everything.